Hi, it's Helen Tarrant.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Commercial Property Roadshow. Now today I'm going to cover off some tips of what happens when you're looking for a warehouse property. So many times when people are looking for warehouse properties, what they're looking for is they're thinking that it's going to be a little bit more secure because of what's happening in this current market. They think that logistics, online sales, all of that stuff is going to drive the actual warehouse and there's going to be more tenants that's needing that space. Look, that's very, very true, but the same versatility that goes across a warehouse property also goes across all commercial properties, that having versatility, being able to accommodate as your tenant grows and as the business changes, works out no matter what type of property you have in the commercial property space. Now there's three things you look at when you look at a commercial property in the warehouse space. Now number one is actually access. So the first thing when we do an inspection of a warehouse property is that we look at access. So we go there, we see is it an easy turn off of a freeway, is it off a major freeway, is there a little side road to it, and can a truck get through, is there a turning bay, where can you park if you're unloading stuff, is there going to be an issue with traffic if say someone else coming out from a different warehouse 3 doors down from you or across from you, are you going to be in this congestion, can you park at the front of your warehouse, is there parking space nearby, or is there parking directly into your warehouse. So all of these things are important because logistics for warehousing is one of the primary things people look at. They want to know how easily they can get in and out with their freight. They want to know they don't have an accident crash into someone else. They want to know they can pull up right outside their warehouse space and be able to unload their stuff. They want to know that people can pick up stuff from there. Customers can also go there. So that leads on to number two. Number two things I look for in a warehouse is whether there's capacity for whether it's taller or higher. So if you're looking at bigger trucks coming through, if you're in that kind of logistics, or whether you are able to add in a mezzanine floor and an office space. So can it be versatile enough so if you build a mezzanine floor for more storage of your stock, and of course it has to be council approved, and you need to check into that to make sure that there's the ratio for council approval, but also can you create an office space where it's direct to public, or whether people can work out of it in terms of can you have some staff, a couple of staff that work out of it, so therefore you can do a combination of things, whether you're not only doing logistics and storage, but you can operate as a business out of there as well. So look at that in terms of expanding more space so that your tenant can stay there for longer in the future as well. And that then leads to number three. Number three of the warehouse space is obviously what's around there. So do you have other tenants around there that is going to be bringing you similar traffic, similar tenants, or they're going to be a pain in the ass? And when I say that, I mean in the way that if, for example, you are logistics, but then next door you have mechanics, or next door you have like a dance studio or martial arts or something else, and they're constantly cars coming through and your trucks can't get through, then that's going to be an issue potentially into the future for tenants like that, because they want to be able to get through trucks and get through that, not be in a traffic jam. Do you have other things that's blocking your way as well? So those things are really important, but your like tenants are also important. So if you're in a hub of like tenants, you're going to draw the similar type of tenants, and you're going to have that create that versatility as well. So it's important to look at what your neighbours are, also to look at ahead around the area. So are they building more? So green fields is really now one of the biggest things that's a threat to warehousing, is that there's lots and lots of developments happening for warehousing, especially these little short, smaller warehouses, anywhere from 65 square metres, even going up to 150, going up to 250 to 400. They're tilt slabs. They can be built within 6 to 12 months. But what happens typically with this is that you're going to have oversupply, which means it will drive the rents down, and that's going to be an issue for you when your tenants come out from their lease and they're renegotiating in 3 years' time. You're going to all of a sudden find that now you have 10 other warehouses exactly the same. Your tenant's really easy to relocate, because warehouse spaces, remember, it's a lot of stock. All you do is pick up and go, and you don't really have as much equipment installed in there as such, not as much fit out as you would get in a retail space. So what that would lead to is that you have to then renegotiate the rents, and there'll be downward pressure on rents. So really look into that in terms of greenfield. If there's a lot of other developments, you really need to either find a tenant that's already in there that's going to be carrying you through until the development's already gone through the market and that's equalised, or that you can buy into an area where they've finished the developments. It's not going to be a huge amount coming into the market, and you're starting to get more unique stock so that you can maintain the prices of the rentals, because it's really important to make sure that your rentals don't drop over the next few years as they come up for renegotiations. So remember those 3 points. Access is very, very important. Ability to your tenants to increase their lettable area or increase and expand into your business, so office space, mezzanine floor. And number 3, like tenants and greenfields. So do you have a hub of similar tenants, and is there greenfields that's going to actually threaten the value of your property as well as the rent as well? So if you're looking for a warehouse property and you don't know where to buy, and you're looking for a particular type of tenant and you want some more detailed advice, go to helentarrant.com, send me a message on there, or go to helen@commercialpropertycashflow.com.au, send me an email. We've got an ebook that you can download on. There's plenty of education, but I can give you some pointers that's specifically suited to you, and we can jump on a strategy call regarding that as well. So don't hesitate to reach out. Warehouse is one of the best investments up and coming, but you've got to know what you are buying. Otherwise you will be burnt by the tenant that can easily move out, but also by the area as well, and there's more and more developments coming in through the area. So you really need to look at gentrification, and there's many other points to cover as well that it's specific to your need and your journey. So don't forget, hit the bell, subscribe, and let's get on a call shortly, and let's go in depth on how warehouses can help you achieve financial success in commercial property. Bye for now.